Hello everybody. We've got about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm not going to start anything until everybody's ready. What I need from you guys is if you're ready to start at 2 o'clock, a thumbs up or just a little kind of message. Just let me know that you're there, okay? I'm just going to potter around for a little bit. Got another 5 minutes before we crack on, so bear with me a second. Observe the rules. Does anybody know what I need to do with tag friends and share group? Oh, okay, that's cool. I'll wave back. There you go. Just give me a wave or a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. Another 5 minutes. Let me know if I'm a little bit early. Another thing, folks. Hi John, how you doing? Nothing like being watched by your fellow chef colleagues. No pressure. And don't judge me on my biscuits or my scones, alright? This is live. Anything can go wrong. Also folks, as it's the hottest day of the year, can you keep your butter in the fridge? Because I tried to make the shortbread biscuits today and it was a bit precarious because it's quite hot out there. Alright, if you've got a cool kitchen, brilliant. If you haven't, stick it in the fridge for a little bit, we'll bring it out in a second, okay? Hi Anne. Okie dokie. Oh, everybody's coming on board. Fantastic. Excellent stuff. Oh, everybody's coming on board. Fantastic. Ignore that. Just shows you I don't know what I'm doing. It's fantastic. So, another couple of minutes, alright? And then we're going to crack on. What I need you to do is just have all your ingredients lined up and ready. Butter in the fridge, because it is hot out there, folks. If the butter gets too hot, it's pretty difficult to work with. So keep it in the fridge for as long as we can. Another couple of minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Thanks, Lou. It's okay. I've got Mr. McStopperty with me for good luck. He's a ledge. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Carolyn. God, I'm going to be saying this all afternoon, saying hello to everybody. So I'll say hello, everyone who's coming on board. Got 12 watching. That ain't bad. Let's see how many more we can get. That's more like it. I want to see these things go up the side of the screen. Hearts, hands, waves, whatever you like. Just so I know everybody's ready. A thumbs up when everybody's ready to go. Please. See, I've got my brother watching from Australia, and it's like coming up, it's 11 o'clock at night. Nothing like baking at 11 o'clock. That's more like it. Thumbs up. Bang. That's what we're talking about. That's it. Laughing face. That's what I want. That's the confidence I want. Confidence booster I want. Okay. Couple more minutes. Okay, no, back off. Good stuff. What? Why am I upside down? Am I upside? Oh, I see. Because you're in Australia. I'm upside down. Ha ha. Who said Australian humour's had its day? Okay, right. So I think I'm going to crack on. It's 2:05. We've got 12 people, 13 people viewing. It's building 14 people viewing. Woohoo! It's going great. Okay, so I'm going to give it another couple more minutes, all right, folks? Just to give us a... I've got 3 clocks in this house, and they're all saying a different time. So my watch says it's about 2 o'clock. The one in the other room is about 5 minutes short of that. And I'm 5 past in the kitchen clock, which is great. Hi, Laura. Thanks for joining in. Oh, and back off. Oh, come on. Hurry up. Got to wait till the views go up a little bit. Okay, let's crack on then. People can join in later. All right. So, for the first ever Bonkers Cookery School, we've got our ingredients. Has everybody got their ingredients lined up and ready for shortbread? So you need a container with 125 grams of butter. 55 grams of caster sugar, I'm reading the recipe, and 180 grams of plain flour. Has everybody got that ready to go? The butter can come out the fridge. We all good? Right, everybody got their butter? Right, what I need you to do, guys, I'll tell you later, Anne, where the recipe's from. It's just a basic recipe. It's not. The recipe's going to go on the comments below. I'm going to add the recipe and then a video on YouTube. I've got loads of social media coming up at the end of this feed, so bear with me. Okay, so Claire wants the measurements again. Right, so I need 125 grams of plain flour. Okay, So 125 grams of plain flour. We need 55 grams of caster sugar, and we need 125 grams of butter. Okay. So sorry, 180 grams of plain flour. Okay, 180 grams. And a mixing bowl. I've got this one. This will do. And if you've got it, a wooden spoon will be handy. Because we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Right, are we ready? Claire, are you ready? I'm waiting for you. Golden caster sugar's fine. It doesn't matter. Hi, Pia. Right, let's go. So, first thing we need to do is we need to beat the sugar, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the camera here and we're going to go down so you can see what we're going to look at, alright? Okay, can everybody see that okay? Yeah? Yeah, perfect. Right, so, let's turn it that way so you can see the bowl there. Perfect. Okay, so here we go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get, for the kids out there, if you need to, get someone to help you, but break the butter up because the butter is soft even out of the fridge. So we're going to put the oh no, did it wrong already. Let's move it away. Here's another bowl. Right, sugar in the bowl. Butter broken up into pieces into the caster sugar. Okay, use your fingers. Don't worry about it. It's only a bit of mess. Let's get rid of those containers. Okay. Break up this butter a little bit. It's soft already, okay? But we're going to do a little trick to keep it nice and firm, okay? Right, spoon in, okay? What we need to do is break up that butter, okay? Give it a good old thump. What we need to do is we need to soften that butter and that sugar and cream it up, okay? So, keep on smacking away. We want to try and, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make this into a paste before we add our flour to make the biscuits nice and smooth, okay? Right, let's go. Keep it bashed up like that. And if you notice, look, it's the butter, if you can see, the butter and the sugar starts to mix up a little bit. Okay? Give it a good old thump. Boom. Keep on smacking it around until it starts to creaming up, okay? As I throw sugar everywhere. Alright? And what you'll see is that, sorry, I'm trying to get the angle right, bear with me. See? Just like that. Alright? And then, once it starts to melt slightly, start moving it around the bowl. Trying to mix it up a little bit. Okay? Okay, then get it in here. And then let's have a little good old mix. Okay? In this heat, it mixes up quite quickly. Might take a while for some, but let's just keep on creaming the mix up, okay? Until you get to a little paste, not too much. At the moment, what we don't want to do is we don't want to melt the butter too much, or it's going to be really difficult to handle, okay? Do we need the oven on? Oh, thank you, James. Yes, can you put the oven on? The only reason I didn't want to put the oven on straight away is because the kitchen will get too hot and we won't be able to handle the biscuits, okay? You will do in a second. I'll tell you when in a second, all right? Just bear with me. The oven can go on once we've made the mix and put it in the fridge to rest, okay? But the oven needs to be ready for when we go in about 190 in electric and about gas mark 5, okay? But if you've got fan assisted, just bring it down about 10 degrees, all right? Now, what we're going to do now, is everybody okay? Where are we? Are we ready for to put the flour in? Or are we all, how's the creaming mix? Is it all good? Give us a shout. How are we doing? Excellent, we've got a thumbs up. Good, we're getting there. How are we doing? Everybody good? Can we dive the flour in? Let me know. We just need to make sure everybody's on board. Creamy. Excellent, Nicola. Looking creamy here. Fantastic. Okay, what we're going to do is, if we're all right, getting loads of thumbs up, let's crack on then. Let's keep it going. All right. So next thing we got is, I made a little mistake earlier, and I don't mind telling you, honest Dave. The flour, the 180 grams of flour straight into that mix. Okay, don't be shy. Don't worry about it. Okay, make sure it all goes in. Perfect. Okay. Now, I would normally use my hands. And to reconnect. Oh, did I lose everybody? Everybody there? Excellent. Right. Okay. So, the flour I've just poured into the bowl like that. Okay. We all good? Right. Now, use a spoon first, because if we use our hands, we'll start melting the butter and it will fall apart. So just start mixing it with your hand, with a spoon. Okay. Try not to throw the flour everywhere, folks. Okay. Right. Once it starts mixing up a little bit, okay, everybody with us? Let's get our hands in, okay? One clean hand and one messy hand. So keep this hand holding the bowl, and this hand, what you want to do is when you get the hand in the bowl, scrape round the bowl and bring it all in. You don't want to leave any of the ingredients on the bowl, okay? So what you do, start mixing it. Okay, start mixing. Notice when I put my hands in there, my hands are keeping all the mixture together, okay? Keep on doing that, perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to keep on mixing this. Now, if you wanted to, we're not going to do it today, but when you make the biscuits yourself, when I'm off camera, because I want you to make biscuits in between now and the next one, is you can add an ingredient to it. You can add vanilla, you can add orange essence, like a flavouring, whatever you like, okay? Keep it mixed together. Just what you want to try and do is like a little firm ball here. The good thing about this mix today is because the butter is so soft because of the heat, it's mixing quite quickly. Notice, I keep on moving around the bowl. Is everybody with me? We all good? Keep on mixing that mix around the bowl. Look, see how clean my bowl is, look. Now, your hand is going to have all this mix on it. That's a biscuit right there. So what you do, just rub your fingers like that. Rub your fingers. Right? Watch how clean my hands are once I rub my fingers, and all the biscuit goes back in there. Okay? And look, keep on mixing. You want a nice little ball of dough, which is our shortbread biscuit. Now, because of the heat, we're going to put this in the fridge, okay? Because what we're going to do, we're going to do a very chefy thing. All right? In kitchens, this is called the prep, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to prep the dough, put it in the fridge, leave it to rest, calm down a little bit, okay? All right? Because we need it to firm up a little bit so we can actually roll it out and it holds firm. Not only for a few minutes, about 5-10 minutes, not long, all right? Because as you can tell, when you make it into a ball, it's already got a ball like that. It starts to sweat a little bit and we don't want that. Everybody got a ball like this? Everybody happy? Have I lost you? I'm not seeing anybody. Cheryl? Yeah. Is it died a death? No, the live stream runs a little bit behind you doing it. Oh, okay, fine. Alright, are we all good? Okay, wait until you get a bowl. Like that. What I'm going to do now, I've got this bowl, I'm going to wash my hands, okay? It's okay, if the little hands are struggling, give them a hand. Don't clap, obviously, but if they're struggling, guys, Willow, just do your best, alright? You're doing a great job, just keep it going, okay? All you've got to do is make sure it mixes into a nice ball. Don't be so worried about it. It's your first time on this channel and you're working hard. Don't worry, okay? Have we got any other kids out there having a go? Give us a shout. Obviously with your parents' permission, yeah? How are we doing? We good? Okay, let's do this. All right, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to get a little bit of cling film. We need to protect that dough, okay? All right. And what I'm going to do is put this nice dough, which is nice and smooth, into a bit of cling film just for a minute, okay? Just so that it firms up a little bit, because every time we bring it out the fridge, it's going to start melting, and we don't want that. How are we doing? We're doing all right. How you doing, Claire? You nearly there? Getting a thumbs up, that's good. How we doing? Are we fighting with our dough? Perfect. Right, so Lucy's got her dough in the fridge. Fantastic. Everybody else all right? Willow okay? Because what we're going to do is, while that's in the fridge, we're going to make our scone mix. So that's what we're going to kill two birds with one stone. How about that? So what we're going to do is, once we've got that dough in the fridge, everybody needs to let me know if they've got that dough in the fridge so I can crack on to the next stage, folks. All right? I'll give you a couple of minutes. Everybody's telling me putting the oven on. We will do, but it's warm out there and it's going to make the dough sweat. I've said it 3 times. Troubles. Okay, James, don't worry. We'll wait for you. It's all good. So what we're going to do, when the everybody's got their pastry in the fridge, okay? Pastry in the fridge. We're going to make our scone mix. When we start making our scone mix, we're going to stick our oven on, okay? And then we're going to roll out our biscuits, put that in the oven, okay? And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to cut our scones out, put those in the oven once the biscuits are done, because the temperature's different. All right, well done, James, thank you. We're going to crack on, I think. All right, we've got a steady 14 views, that's good. Right, so now let's do the scone mix. Everybody ready with the scone mix? I'm going to go through the ingredients. Are you ready? Here we go. So, first things first, butter out of the fridge, okay? For this, because we're going to rub this together with the flour, so we're going to rub the flour and the butter together. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, the butter needs to be into small pieces, but we'll break that into the flour when we get round to it. Okay, so bowl again. Okay, get the bowl ready. Hi Terry, how you doing? Okay, so here we go. We've got the bowl ready. So you want 450 grams of self-raising flour, okay? In the bowl. Let's go. Let's get rid of that container. Okay? Next ingredient you want is you want some baking powder. Baking powder, okay? 2 level teaspoons, okay? 1. Don't worry about sieving it, it's not a drama if it's not sieved, okay? If you've got good flour, then it's fine. If you buy the economy flour, you might want to sieve it, but it's not a drama, it's not important, all right? And the sugar. Sugar goes in the bowl, just dive it in, okay? I'm using golden caster sugar, but if you've got caster sugar, don't worry about it. Okay? Okay, now we add the butter. So this butter here goes in the bowl. Are we all with me? Are we all happy? In the bowl like that. This one's a little bit easier to handle, this pastry. The biscuit is a little bit more fragile, okay? Okay, so now we have the butter in there. Now what we do is we get our fingers, okay? Our fingers like this. Now you want to be claws like crabs, okay? Your thumbs here, your fingers here, okay? And then when you go into the flour, down the side of the bowl, like that, and put your fingers on top of the butter and start rubbing against your other fingers, like that. You want to be doing that. Now we're going to do this for a while. Okay, the sugar, 50 grams of sugar and 100 grams of butter, Claire. You should have been ready. I'm telling you off now. Okay, fingers and thumbs, rubbing the flour and the butter together, like that. Notice I grab the butter and rub it with the flour. The flour's dry, and what it does against the butter, it starts to turn it into a nice breadcrumby colour. And you want nice crumbs, alright? Just as simple as that. This is a simple scone recipe. There's loads of other recipes out there, right? But this is just a simple one for you guys. So everybody can do it. It's easy. Look what I'm doing. My fingers rub the butter and away we go, okay? Alright? Everybody still with me? We all happy? Right, so rub your fingers and your thumbs together. Look, like that. Boom. Okay? Try and make snow. Look. Like that. Get some air into it. Get it. Make it happy. Alright? And keep your fingers rubbing against your... Look, I don't stop doing that. And what it does, it's like a machine. Your hands are the best things in a kitchen. They do all the hard work. Look. Okay? And the thing is, if you learn how to make it using your hands, when you use a machine, you'll go, cool, that's easy. But at least you know how to do it properly. Alright? Nice and gentle, like that. Perfect. Okay? Keep on rubbing your hands and your fingers and your thumbs together like that. Okay? Are we all good? Okay? Keep it going. Then rub your hands like that, like we did with the shortbread biscuits. Clean your hands off. Alright? Okay? Keep it going. That's it, lovely. Alright? See? Now what you want to do, see how it turns into like breadcrumbs. Alright? Like that. Nice and light. Yeah? Look at that. Now, this is where the fun stops. So, what we need to do now is get that crumb right. See the mix I've got? Everybody see that okay? There you go, look, like that. So all that butter and that flour is mixed together, okay? Perfect. Okay. Now, what we're going to do now, everybody see okay? Now what we're going to do, see, my hands are practically clear. Rub all that flour, that butter off your fingers. If your hands are clean, you sung happy birthday 500 times, you'll be fine. Right. How are we all doing? Are we there? We all good? How are we doing? Okay. We're all still good? Right. Now, the next thing. Oh, by the way, while I'm waiting for everybody to rub, I had a little bit of a vote yesterday on what apron I was going to wear, and I'm wearing the same one from the announcement the other day. So, animals in. Alright? Next time we do this, it'll be Chewbacca, and then I've got another apron coming. So I'm quite excited about that, but you'll see that when I wear it, okay? Right, when you've got your breadcrumbs, okay, in your bowl, get a jug, okay? And you want to get a jug like this. That's maybe, I didn't put that on the equipment list the other day. I completely forgot. As well as the rolling pin as well. If you haven't got a rolling pin, use a wine bottle. It works. Anyway, just get a jug. Need about 300 mils of liquid, which is millilitres we want. Okay, the one with ml on the side. Oh, okay, James, give us a thumbs up when you're ready. It's all good. Have a check of your shortbread pastry in the fridge. See if it firms up a little bit. Give it a little bit of time to firm up, okay? You might want to start switching your ovens on as well. So make sure that your oven is on at 190, okay? 190. So that it's ready, warm for the biscuits, okay? So, while we're waiting for a few people to catch up, just to let you know, over the next few weeks, because for workers, lockdown is slowly getting eased and better, but for our kids that are not going back to school, well, they've got the last 10 weeks, and then they're going to go in the summer holidays, and we're not going to be able to go anywhere. So I'm going to try and keep this running for as long as possible. Because if you think about it, our kids won't have done any schoolwork or gone away anywhere for weeks. So they're the ones that are going to be hit hardest, I think. So what I'm going to try and do is every week we're going to try something new. So, so like I said in the other videos, the way it's going to work, we're going to cook on a Thursday. Sunday, I'm going to tell you what you're making on the following Thursday. And the ingredients, so the parents can go out and get their ingredients for the kids. And then on Wednesday, an instruction video, what you need to get ready. It's going to be a bit shorter than the last one because now I've done the first one, everybody knows what they're doing. Okay? And then next week, we've got a good one next week. It will please the mums and dads out there because if we can get the kids doing this, they'll be able to cook dinner for you. So what I'm going to try and do is alternate. So what we're going to do is we're going to do kind of sweet, savoury, sweet, savoury. I don't know about you guys, the parents out there, but the only cooking show for kids years ago was Big Cook, Little Cook, and all they made was banana sandwiches with jam in them, and it was pretty woeful. I'm not going to patronise the kids here. They can listen to me, have a laugh, have fun, and just enjoy it, okay? I don't care if it fails. It's just one of those things. Everything that a cook cooks, everything that I've ever cooked, I've made a mistake at least once, all right? So it happens to the best of us. And to be honest with you, just before we came on air, to be honest with you, I didn't like the state of my scones, but they've turned out okay. I'm not going to cry about them, they're not perfect. But you know what? That happens, okay? And practice makes perfect. So the heat doesn't help. Loads of different things help. The age of your eggs. If your eggs are old, sometimes it doesn't work as well. But I know James has got fresh eggs because his chickens in the local community farm lay eggs like nobody's business. James does live feeds, and I was watching those chickens hatch the other day. It was pretty cool. So, are we all ready? Yes, James is ready. Excellent. Cool, James. I've filled there for ages, didn't I? Right, now, what we've got to do now, next thing, okay? So, we've got our mix. What you need to do is, who can crack an egg? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so let's show you. Okay, ready? So what we need to do is we need 2 eggs. Let's move this out of the way for a second. Okay, here we go. Right, don't be scared of an egg. An egg is just a shell, okay? What a lot of people do is when they crack the egg, they start panicking, thinking, what the hell's going on? What am I going to do with that, right? So what you do, big whack, okay? Big firm whack, but not too much. Ready? Like that. You've got a little crack in there, and get your thumb, and your forefingers, your fingers up here and your thumbs down there. Push in with your thumbs and pull apart. That's it. That's all you've got to do with an egg. Throw the shell away, don't worry about it. Okay, then, next one. Boom. Fingers in, pull apart. And what do we do with the shell? toss them to one side. Don't worry about it. Okay, lose that. Right, so we've got our eggs. Look at them. Okay, now what we want to try and do is what you do is come down here and you look at the mix. You want about, look at the numbers on the side. The egg should bring it up to about 100 mils. You want another 100 mils of milk, maybe another, it says a splash in the recipe, but to be honest with you, you need about 300 mils in total of liquid, but you won't use all that. The last mix that I made, I had about 100 mils left. But what you do with the 100 millilitres of liquid, what you have left over, you use as an egg wash for your scones, so they look great. All right? So let's go and get some cow juice, as I like to call it. Here's the cow juice. All right? Undo it. Get a splash in. Don't worry about it so much. Pour it in. About 250 will do it. Okay? If we need any more liquid, we'll add some milk later. Okay? So I'm gonna move that back in the fridge. While you go back to the fridge, check your shortbread. It should be firming up nicely, okay? Grab a fork, use the fork, okay? In the jug, give it a good whisk up, all right? It's one of the best noises in the world, that, isn't it? Everything I do, all I can see is animals' eyes looking in everything. Okay, everybody good? Get rid of the fork. Okay, now, another opportunity to get your hands dirty. What you need now is a claw. Your hand like a claw. Okay? Alright? So, like that. That's your mixer. Ready? So, what we need to do is be careful with this liquid, alright? What we don't want to do is pour everything in and make it too sloppy. So what I suggest you do, start with half the mix first, okay? If you've got youngsters, if the adult is there, split the mix in half, okay? To make your life a lot easier, okay? See, so they don't pour all the liquid in the mix, okay? So what I would suggest is slowly make a little well in the middle. So look, see a little hole in the middle, like that. And then pour the mix, about half the mix. Okay? So you're left with that. You can't really see, but hold on, let me do that. See that? Okay. That probably didn't work as well as I thought it was going to, but hey, let's crack on. Alright, so there's your mix. See the hole there? See the little mix there? Right, with your hands, what did we do last time, folks? Give us a shout. What you do is you move the mix round and in, round and in, round and in, keep on going. And then get that claw into the mix. Start getting your hands dirty, alright? And then straight away you'll see the dough forming, okay? Alright? You'll probably need another half of this mix. Keep it going, okay? Are we all good? Is everybody with me? Okay? Then when you feel it being a bit dry, add a bit more mix to it. Keep it going. Now what do we do? Keep it round, keep it going round, keep on going round the bowl. Your hands are going to be messy, but I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a minute. Okay? Now what do? Use your fingers. Like that. Start rubbing your hands nice and lightly. Look, it all comes off. Don't panic. Alright? Just rub your hands backwards and forwards. As long as your hands are clean, it's all good. James, you use a different milk because of lactose intolerant. That's all good, all right? Is everything all right with that? Okay. A little bit more mix, get a bit dry. Okay, a little bit more. Keep the rest behind. That'll do. Okay. Now, you'll have to feel it. Okay. If the mix starts to get a bit wet, okay, and it starts to be a bit sloppy like that, don't panic. Keep on mixing it. And while it's in the bowl, if you feel like you've added a little bit too much, grab some flour, okay? I'm going to go and get some self-raising, so I've probably added a little bit too much. But it's not a drama, okay? Sprinkle a little bit of flour in, just to give you a bit of dryness in the bowl, okay? And then just mix it in, and it'll come together like a dough. Don't panic. This is what the cookery shows don't tell you, right? just don't panic about anything. Just add a little bit of flour and it'll be fine. All right? When you've got this mixed to this point, keep on moving it around the bowl and it will start to come away. Might need a bit further, went a bit mad with the egg, I think. Get it onto the mix, that's it, that's what we're talking about. The lighter the dough and the wetter the dough, and as close as you can get it to being a bit sticky, the lighter the scones, okay? And then what we're going to do is start to knead it. Do we all know what kneading is? Right, so what we're going to do, we've got our space here. We've got our little jug of milk there. What we're going to do is little finger full of, like that, of flour, and then just slowly sprinkle it onto the work surface. It's going to get messy now. Alright, and then we're going to get the dough, throw it in, like that, done. Okay, get rid of these bowls, don't need them anymore. Let's keep ourselves tidy. Okay? Okay, and then we're going to do a little bit of kneading. So a bit like bread. Do I need to slow down a bit, folks? I'll stay here for a second. Everybody all right? How we doing? We all good? So while you've got that floured surface, is we're now going to knead it like that. So all you've got to do is have your hands and just give it a light knead, just to pull the mix together. And what you should have is a nice bounding, like when you put your fingers in, it's nice and soft, okay? All right? Now, you want a nice dough like that. Okay? How are we doing? We good? How are we doing? Can we roll out now, do you reckon? Are we all good? Right, now your pastry in the fridge should firm up. Mine's slightly firmer. Will be enough to handle. Keep it in the fridge. Alright? Now you've got the pastry like that. Shall I go down to the pastry? Are we all good? Give us a thumbs up. Oh, I'm losing people at the rate of knots. I'm down to 10. It's alright. Everybody's with me. It's good. Let's keep on doing it. How we doing? Are we okay? Okay, I've got a thumbs up. Excellent. Are you ready? Anybody else ready? Okay, get a rolling pin. I've got this little one because I lost mine. So I've got this little one which is normally used for icing, but it doesn't matter. As long as you've got a rolling pin, it doesn't matter. Okay? And get your baking sheet ready. Now, with a baking sheet, just get a little bit of butter and rub the baking sheet with a little bit of butter, just so it's got nothing to stick on. Okay? Just like that. Use your hands, as long as they're clean, all good. Okay? Everybody there? Excellent. Okay, so that's that. Alright? Wash my hands. We're nearly there, folks. You're doing really well. Okay, now get the rolling pin. I'm gonna leave you for a second. There you go. Right, so you got this dough. So you should have a ball of dough. Now with your hands, don't be so precious about it. Just push your hands down like that. Don't need to roll it out. It's okay. Okay. Shouldn't really stick either, but put a little bit of flour everywhere if you want. Makes you happy. Like that. Okay, there you go. Okay. Like that. What you want is about 2 centimetres thick. So keep your hands on there, doesn't matter. Okay, not too precious about it. You're just pushing the pastry out. Okay. Right, that's it, look. Now what you're looking for is, depends how chunky you want your scones to be, okay? So, like that. Like that. Okay, you want about 2 centimetres thick, nothing too precise. If it goes too flat, it'll just be a thin scone. You want a nice thick, chunky one. Okay. Okay. So I've literally not even used a rolling pin. I've just pushed it out. Okay. If you want a more refined finish, then a nicer finish that's posher, use the rolling pin and just go over it once or twice. That's it. Okay. Now we've got a nice thick paste. Get a cutter, doesn't matter what size, could be that size, could be anything, a nice one. I don't even care if you cut it into squares, it's cool, all right? Now, what you do now, you've got your, which side's better? We're all right with that side, that's fine. Okay, so get the pastry cutter, get your hand right on top of the pastry cutter and straight down, okay? You don't want a wonky scone, okay? Push down, straight down, right next to the last one, like that. Okay? When you've got it, just put it on your pastry thing there. You could probably do it a little bit thicker, right? Like that. These ones might come a bit lower. Right, and again, straight down. Okay? Bring it up, put it in like that. Straight down, boom. All right, how are we all doing, folks? Do you want me to slow down? Okay? Straight down. Straight down. Do them all. Boom. Okay? Beautiful. Are we all good? How are we all doing? Everybody all right? Okay, so I'm rolling the mix up again. Got to be careful when you roll it up again, because you don't want to overwork it. All right, but roll it up in your hands. Have fun with it. Okay, you probably get about 12 scones out of this mix, maybe 15 if you're lucky, depending on how much you've made. Okay, do it again. Roll it out and just pat it down like that. Okay. All right, and then straight down again. Boom. So yeah, I don't like that one because look, it's like a half moon shape. I'm going to lose that one, but I'll make another bit of the mix up. Okay, I'm going to save that mix for another day, right? But I've got 10 now. Cool, that took me a long time to add up. That's why I've become a chef and not an accountant. Alright, okay, so the mix, I'm going to put that away for a rainy day. That's all good. I've got another bit of mix in here, I think. Yeah. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to cling film this bit of mix up. Then we're going to get our shortbread out. We're going to roll that out, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to cook the scones first. Going to raise the temperature actually slightly. I've just had an epipha thingy, as I like to call it. We're gonna just ramp up the temperature a little bit so the scones can cook. So set the scones off to one side. They'll be all right there. Just put them to one side. They're okay. Are we all good? Okay, so everybody should have their shortbread in hand. We ready? Everybody good? Excellent. Fantastic, that's what we like to hear. Okay, so we have the biscuit paste on the same board as everybody else. Okay, we all good? Everybody with me? James, you alright? Is Willow okay? Willow, you good? Okay, what we want to do now is, with our biscuit pastry, is pat it down with our hands again. Don't be so worried about it, alright? And then just use your hands, okay? Bring it down a little bit. Just pat it in. Right, don't worry about the cracks. Don't panic about that. It happens, it's shortbread. It's short, that's the whole point. Alright, it'll start getting soft again, so we need to work a little bit faster, folks, alright? Brilliant. Thanks, James. Right, Willow, keep it up. You're doing a grand job. Okay, now when you roll out, and because it's so warm today, we're not going to cut. I usually do these a lot thinner, right? But I want you guys to do well, all right? So what we're going to do is crank the oven up to about 200, so we can put those scones in a second. All right, 200 on a fan, about 7 gas, okay? Right, now what you want is like a nice little shape like that. Now you can use a cutter if you want, any shape cutter, doesn't matter what it is, but you want to keep it about 1 centimetre thick, because when we start playing with this, it'll fall apart if we're not careful, okay? So I'm just going to do simple biscuits, like that. Move them away, like that. So what you do is you cut them, move them away, easier to handle, okay? Press right down again, as close as up to the next one, and pull it away, okay? Do this one again, give it a wiggle, and try and pull it away. It might be because it's getting so hot in here that you might have trouble, okay? The paste doesn't have long before it starts to melt, okay? So just be careful. It's a bit of a contentious one, shortbread biscuits. They're easy to make, but because of the butter content, they struggle a little bit. Right, palette knife or slice, doesn't matter. Straight underneath. Do it with a bit of welly. Don't panic about it. Don't be so precious about it. Your family will be happy that you've made them. All right? Okay? Straight on there like that. Take away this pastry here, and just really push it underneath. Be brave. Don't panic about it. All right? With this one, straight in like that. You start being too slow with it, it'll just react. It just won't move. All right? Look, watch. Like that. Straight in like that. And put your fingers on it. You've made them. Put your signature on there. Straight underneath. Perfect, like that. Okay, and then just press them down lightly. Right, these ones, when you've done them all, this mix you could roll out again if you want, and then put them in the oven. Who's making a comment? Alright, okay, cool, James. All right, put it in the fridge. Save it for a rainy day. It'll be fine. Okay. Okay. Right. So now we're going to put. Let me know when you're ready to put the stuff in the oven, okay? We'll do it together. Okay, now we've got the biscuits. All right, with these biscuits, sorry I'm jumping about a bit, so I apologise. Also with these biscuits, before we put these biscuits in the fridge to just settle down again, sprinkle a little bit of sugar on the top. Okay? A little bit of sugar. Okay? and then put these in the fridge. And now, bring the scones back into play. You should, with the scones, have a little bit of the egg mixture left. We save that. Don't throw that away, we need that. And now, get a pastry brush, okay? Hi Nick. Get a pastry brush, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to start glazing these scones, okay? Let's get rid of that. Alright? So, here we go. Alright. So, are we ready to glaze our scones? Are we all good? Say hello. Let us know what's going down. Alright, hold on. And start glazing your scones. Nice. Brush them over. Paint on them. Paint some of that egg on top of the scones. Make them look beautiful. Be proud of them. Yeah? Brush each one nice and evenly. Okay? Alright? If you do this nice and tidy, the glaze will be beautiful. And it will cook lovely. Alright? Brush the egg wash over the top. Perfect. Alright? Then, sit for a second. Just do that with your fingers on the table. Okay. Then glaze them again, just a little bit. Alright? Just a little bit. Alright? Glaze over them again. Give them an extra glaze. Make them look beautiful. Okay. Now, what we're going to do now is get your parent, or if you can do it, set your timer for about 15 to 20 minutes on the scones, okay? These bad boys are going in the oven, alright? So, if we're ready, are we all ready? Hi Stella, how you doing? I'm going to wave you. Oh, hold on. Thanks for joining, alright? Okay, so, scones in the mix, alright? All glazed, ready to go. Let's go. In the oven. Right, I'm going to turn you here. Okay. Oven. Ready? Right. In the oven. I always put it in the middle. Like that. Set your timer for 15 minutes. Maybe more, about 16, something like that. You want to keep an eye on them, okay? Between 15 and 20 minutes they've got to go in the oven, alright? Just keep an eye on them. What you want is a nice brown colour on the top, alright? Close them. Forget about them. Right. So, what we're doing now is we're waiting for the biscuits that are in the fridge. They're going to stay there and calm down, alright? If you put them in the oven straight away, they'll go and they'll go hee. You don't want any of that. What you want them is to stay the shape that you cut them in, okay? And what happens is when you put it in the fridge, the butter goes hard and everything gets really hard in there, okay? So when it bakes, it doesn't have a chance to move. What it does, it just stays where it is because of the temperature of the oven, okay? That's the science behind cooking. Be a chef, you're a scientist-ish. Okay, so that's all done, okay? Now, give that 20 minutes. When that's done, bring that out. The temperature of your oven down to 190. Give it 5 minutes to calm down. And then put your biscuits in. Same again, about 15 minutes. Okay? Probably no more. Bring them out and put them on a cooling mat. And I'm going to show you what I made today so you can see what the finished product is. Okay? We're nearly done. Alright? Everybody got everything in the oven. We've got the scones in the oven, yeah? Give us a thumbs up. Please, so I know where we are. I don't want to rush you guys because you guys have been brilliant today. Do I need to put a silly filter just to entertain? Let's have a look. No, I can't do it. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just going to wash my hands. And much to my sister's surprise, I'm cleaning down. My sister won't let me cook in her house because I'll leave the kitchen in a mess. Don't do that, kids. When you're cooking, make sure you tidy up after yourself. Alrighty. Okay, so. Here we go. So, I'm going to show you what I made today for the YouTube video, which is going to be uploaded this afternoon. Alright? So, here we go. Right. So here are the scones, or the scones, right? They're all good. And they're my biscuits. Look at those. Shortbread biscuits. All good. Alright? And now this is the thing. Okay? So what you need to do, guys, is when you make these, let them cool down on a cooling rack. See the cooling rack? They're all on there, cooled, done. Right? Remember, we've got 20 minutes for those scones to be done. Now, this is the dilemma. We need a vote here. Okay? I've got the jam. I've got the clotted cream. Now, I don't know about you, I don't really care which way it goes round, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to have a debate. Oh, cream first. Here we go. This is the argument I wanted, right? Kids, would you have it with cream and jam on? I mean, I don't care how it goes. Hold on a second. Let me. So, what we do, as I can't get the jam open, right? We're going to do some fluffy stuff. You ready? Bit of chefy stuff. Okay. So here's our cut in half scones. All right. So what we do, okay, I'm going to put the jam on first, okay, controversial as it seems, right, okay, and spread it on nice and beautiful, like that, okay, and then the jam goes here as well, see, and then we put it on like that, okay, scrape it down the side so it all looks beautiful, present it lovely, alright, okay, and a bit of randomness, that's always all good. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to make this look great, okay, so hold on, let me try and get the angle right, here we go, that's better, okay, so you can see the scones there, alright, so hold on, let me do it this way and then you'll see me do it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a nice, like, what they call a rocher. Hopefully this will turn out. This will be hilarious if it doesn't. Alright? It's not necessarily a rocher, it's more like a, what we call a quenelle. Okay, see that? And then that goes on top like that. And that's your pretty scone like that. Okay? And then the other one we do here. Get a clean spoon. Nothing like being a bit of a prima donna here. Alright? And then again. Boom. That's what we're talking about. Alright? Now to me, right, the problem with putting the cream on first, it doesn't look as nice. Right? But here we go. Look at that. Right? There you go. Look at that. Alright? Present that to your parents with a glass of something, a glass of bubbles, and they'll be well happy, all right? Because this weekend, instead of going out and doing what we shouldn't be doing and behaving ourselves a little bit, I'm not going to even touch on it because this is a sign of the times, free zone. We're going to be happy here, okay? But give your parents a cream tea like that with a mug of tea and a glass of something. They'll be made up, all right? So that's where we're at. Happy with that? Look at that. Boom. If everybody can do that, that'd be amazing. Alright? Okay? Right, so what I'm going to do, okay, that's everything done. Dead on 3 o'clock. 1 hour. How beautiful. 1 hour of your day just cooking. How cool is that? How is everybody? We all good? Enjoy that? So, next week, we're going to do something savoury. The next thing I need to do is anybody watching that is fussy about food, I want all the kids that are watching to do one thing for me, okay? When your bakes come out of the oven, take a picture of them and post them, but make sure you get your parents' permission, okay? I just want pictures of food, okay? All right? I just want to see your food and see that you've done a great job, all right? And the other thing I want you to do is try something new this week. Tell your mum or your dad to go down to the shops, or unless they buy online, and then you can choose yourself something that you've never tried before. I want a picture of a cake that you've done today. I want to see your scones. They don't have to be as good as that. They can be better than that. Just do something fantastic, all right? And be fantastic, all right? And I want a picture of food, and I want a picture of the new thing that you've eaten and whether or not you liked it or not, okay? All right? The other thing I'm going to show you, bear with me, all right? Is this. Hold on a second. So, social media. This is everything that I'm on, okay? So now, after today, I'll be moving to the Bonkers Cookery School Facebook page, okay? All right? I will send out shares of this afterwards, okay? And everybody can go on that. Facebook, Bonkers Cookery School, look it up. Twitter, @Bonkers Cookery, hashtag Bonkers, and then this is the Instagram, okay? Bonkers Cookery School, okay? Go on that. I'm going to put all the links up after this. Give me another half an hour or so once I've tidied up, and I'm going to put the links up, all right? So, I'm going to leave you to it, okay? I want everybody to send their pictures and let me know how you got on, okay? So thank you very much for joining me live. Anybody that's not joined me live, good luck, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'm still saying fantastic and have a good time, all right? So don't worry. If you've got any questions, message me on Facebook, and on the Bonkers Cookery School, and we'll do the same again next week. Keep an eye out. Sunday we're going live, and I'm going to do this live. I think it's much more fun than recording it, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to be making. But it will be savoury, all right, and it'll be very easy. Okay, everybody take care, and thank you very much. Let me know how you got on, and don't forget, when the scones come out, reduce the temperature down to 190, stick those biscuits in and let them cook for 15 minutes and they'll come out lovely. And if you really want to, find some, if you've got any icing, decorate it, all right? Look after yourself. Thank you very much, guys, and well done, all right? You've all been amazing.